Experiment number 2 from Design and Analysis of Algorithms Lab. It is to design a superclass called staff with details as staff ID, name, phone number and salary, and extend this class by writing three subclasses, namely teaching with additional fields, domain and publications in it, and technical class with an additional field called skills, and a contract class with an additional field period. And write a Java program to read and display at least three staff objects of all three categories. So in this program we have defined a class called as staff whose member variables are staff ID, name both of the type string, phone number of the type double, salary of the type integer. And there is a member function called as read. So read is basically to read the values of all the member variables of this particular class called staff. So we have defined a variable called as scanner, which is of the type class scanner using the dynamic operator new. And the next line asks the user to enter the staff ID. So staff ID is of the type integer. So therefore we make use of next method using the scanner object. So whatever value is read is now stored into the member variable staff ID. Similarly, name is also a string, thus we make use of next method to read a string which is stored in the variable name. Phone is of the type double, so therefore we make use of a scanner class method called as next double and which is stored in the variable phone, followed by we read the salary of an employee. Salary is of the type integer, so therefore we make a call to read a value using the method nextInt. The next member function in this class is display. So here we are trying to display the contents of member variables staff ID, name, phone number and salary. So it is the end of class staff. So then we have three different types of staffs. So first one is of the type teaching. So here comes a class. We define a class called teaching that extends the properties of class staff. It means that all the variables that were part of the class staff, that is staff ID, name, phone number, salary, are also now part of class teaching with two additional members, domain and publications. So again, in this particular class staff we have a method called as read. So read method internally makes a call to its superclass, its parent class read method. So by making use of the keyword super.read is nothing but you are making a call to read method that is declared in the staff class. So again we have defined a variable object scanner which is of the type scanner to read the input values. So in this particular read method we are asking the user to enter the domain. Domain is of the type string, so we make use of the next method. And then we ask the user to enter the publication. So again by making use of nextInt, because we are trying to collect the number of publications done by the staff. And then there is a display method. So this display method in the teaching class is making a call to display method that is already defined in the staff class. So staff class is a parent of this particular teaching class. So therefore we again have super.display. So then system.out.println domain and publication, it is nothing but along with the details of the staff class we are also trying to display the contents of variable domain and publication. Followed by it, we have one more class called as technical, which also extends the class staff. So you can observe here, staff is a single parent class which is having multiple children. So here in technical class, we have defined a variable called as skills, again of the type string. So read is a member function of this class, which internally makes a call to read method of its parent class, that is the staff class. Followed by it, we have declared one more scanner object here, which is used to read the values of the variable skills. And then there is a display method in this class too, which is going to make a call to display function declared in the staff class. Along with all those details, it's also going to print the details of the skills acquired by the technical staff. So this is the end of class technical. So similarly, the third class here is contract, which also extends the staff class. So it means that staff is a parent class which is inherited by three different classes called teaching, technical and contract. So an additional field in the contract class is the period. So in the read member function, we are making a call to read function defined in staff class there, and similarly again making use of the scanner object, we read the value of the period variable using next int method. And then we also have a member function called as display, which displays the details of staff as well as the period of the contract employee. And then we have a class called as TW2A, which has main program in it. So the program says that we should create at least 3 objects of each type of classes. So what we have done is we have created 3 objects, obj1, obj12, obj13, all of the type teaching class, and similarly obj2, obj22, obj23 of the type class technical, obj3, obj32, obj33 of the type class contract. So for all these, we are reading the values. So for the first time, obj1.read means that we are trying to read the details of first teaching staff. obj2.read is we are trying to read the details of second teaching staff. obj13 we are trying to read the details of third teaching staff. And then we make a call to obj1.display, obj12.display, obj13.display, which is nothing but we are trying to display the details of all 3 teaching staff. So similarly, line number 108 to line number 117 is going to read the details of 3 technical staffs and display these values. And similarly, line number 118 to line number 127 is going to read the details of 3 contract staffs and display their respective information. So now let us see how does this program run. So very first time it is asking us to enter the teaching staff details. So it is asking us for staff ID. Let us say it is 1. It is asking for name. Let me give it as A. Phone number. And then the salary. Then it goes on to ask the domain of the faculty, the number of publications. So if you remember, domain and publication are coming from the class teaching, whereas the rest of the member variables are coming from the class staff. So the next time it is going to ask you to enter the details of second faculty. So this continues until you read the details of 3 teaching faculties, 3 technical staff, 3 contract staffs, and then display all their details.